Hello everyone, good afternoon to you. I am Nafis from Excel Academy and I am your host for today. So welcome to our fourth session for this National Training Week with another anticipated topic, Introduction to Power BI and Data Modeling Essentials. So today we have Mr. Morgan, our expert Microsoft trainer, and in this 1 hour session, we hope you can get as much knowledge as you can. And if you have any question about this topic, do leave your question in the comment section and Mr. Morgan will answer them at the end of the session. Also, don't forget to fill out the output assessment form provided in the comment section. Do fill up all your contact details accordingly because e-certificate will be given only to those who have completed the feedback form. So, alright, let's not wait anymore. Please welcome Mr. Morgan with his topic Introduction to Power BI and Data Modeling Essentials.
Thank you, Nafis. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, welcome to our 1 hour learning session on introduction to Power BI and also data modeling. Yeah. Now, before I proceed, most of us have heard the word Power BI, Power Query, Power Automate, yang semua yang power itulah, alright. So, uh, when Microsoft says the word power, right, it's actually supposed to be easier. Okay, dia lagi senang untuk digunakan. That's what it means. Microsoft is now trying to come out with technology and also apps yang boleh mempermudahkan end users to come out with the report, to expedite the reports, okay, to share the reports or collaborate the reports in a very easier way compared to the traditional method sebelum ni lah. Okay, so I'm going to share with you the Power BI punya technology, how it works and what is the output lah. Okay, and what are the pros of Power BI. So far, I never encounters any what is it, a negative of Power BI. Everything I see is actually a positive lah. All right. So as time goes, as I'm going through my slides and also the app, I will explain to you all in detail what is all this Power BI is about and what are the advantages of using it. All right. Okay. Now imagine kita ada satu data set dan data set tu kita download directly from the system, your applications lah, your system, yeah. So bila kita download there's definitely most of the reports that you download, it is not ready to immediately go for your reporting or your for your analysis. Kita terpaksa buat beberapa perubahan. Okay, maybe you have to remove the columns, you have to remove the rows, okay, the headers, and maybe some of the column is not suitable for your analysis, so you have to do some massaging sikit. Okay, so all that takes time. So that's what we can say clutters lah. Okay, we can name it as clutters. That is always the new problem. That is always the common problem for all the users. That it takes a lot of time for us to remove the clutters, like the blank rows, blank columns, and all that. But what if I tell you the Power BI can remove all that for you? Okay, dia boleh tolong removekan all these blank columns, blank rows, headers, unnecessary information in your report in a go. Alright, what we need to do is kita perlu just sekali kita bagi tahu dia macam mana kita nak dia punya report, and after that the same report we're going to produce is going to be done for you automatically. Okay, report that has been taking you time, let's say 2 jam, 3 jam atau satu jam lebih untuk kamu buat, you can actually compile it and finish it within a minute or 30 seconds depending on your data size lah. Okay, so if your data size is just moderate, saya rasa tak sampai 1 minit pun your report is done already. Your end report, I'm talking about the end report, including if you have a calculation, if you have some charts, okay, and all the diagrams, all that, including all that is done for you. You just need to click one button called refresh, okay, then just wait for the results to come out. Mostly it'll take about 30 seconds to 1 minute, like what I said, depending on your data lah. And one thing good about Power BI is they boleh support what do we call it as big data. Okay, when we say what the meaning of big data, meaning is you can add in millions of record. let's say you ada 5 juta record, maybe for the past 10 years punya record kamu nak buat analysis, no problem. With the current Excel file, it's impossible to do because Excel punya limitation, dia punya row is sampai 1 juta lebih saja. Kalau kamu ada 5 juta lebih, then you have a problem. Alright, it's going to be very difficult for you to analyze the data. And also do remember your pivot table. Kalau katakan kamu buat analysis with your pivot table, you only can take from a single source. Alright. So that are the limitations lah. Alright. But for Power BI, no problem. You can have data. How big your data is going to be also not a problem. They will handle it. Alright. Now, second, you can also set your Power BI to be connected directly to your server. Instead of you downloading your report, with the help of your IT department, if you can connect your Power BI directly to your server for certain reports lah. Okay, let's say your transaction report, your sales transaction report. Your IT will connect it for you. After that, you don't even have to download your files because everything is done at the server level already. Your server will finish the data, your Power BI will massage the data and will come out and give it to you the output. Kalau nak, boleh with real-time data. No problem. And another thing I would like to share with you here is Power BI. You can also upload your end report to the cloud. Microsoft ada sediakan a special cloud for your Power BI. So when you put it in your cloud, everybody in your organization can see the report. All right, can see the report. So you don't need to send email and all that anymore. Dia orang boleh just tengok saja. And if you like what I said, if you can link your data source directly to your server, lagi cantik. You can refresh your report anytime as you want. Okay, so nowadays when we say cloud, it means you can view it anywhere you want, any place in the world you want, as long as you got your internet connection. You just need to refresh it because your Power BI can be also seen in your mobile or your tab. Whether you're using iOS or you're using Android, kamu boleh pergi di punya store, you can download the app, it's free of charge. Okay, so your end product, you can also view it on your phone. So imagine you are in the flight or you are actually in the airport or anywhere in the vacation, then your boss, you don't need to send a report to your boss. You don't need to send an email. You don't need to send a WhatsApp. Your boss can see the report as when he wants to see. Okay, just refresh saja, dia dah boleh tengok dia punya report. Okay, yang ketiga, okay, Power BI, all right. The word Power BI, the word BI means business intelligence lah. Okay, business intelligence simply means how to summarize your data. Okay, that's how. The meaning of business intelligence is ambil data, the raw data, we transform it and give it into a meaningful data so that we can make decision, we can do prediction, okay, budgeting. So that's why the BI stands for lah. So Power BI dia banyak akan dia punya end product is more to visuals. When we say visuals dalam Power BI, it simply means charts. Dalam Excel we call it as charta kan, charts. Dalam Power BI we call it as visuals. Okay, they just change the term a bit lah. Okay, so the level their visuals is quite high level Okay, ini yang make the Power BI punya chart lagi outstanding compared to the normal Excel file. Okay, I will show it to you all later. You have a look how the chart really responds for our selection. Okay, it's very very nice. Now, if you have all these solution, then you can have a competitive advantage. What I mean by here is, imagine if you are if your staff, okay, or ourselves, taking about 3 to 4 hours to complete a report. If you are taking too much time of completing a report, that means we are just wasting our hours doing reporting. Okay, what if we have a solution that the report is done for us by Power BI? Lagi bagus kan? Sebab kita boleh engage more time to do our operation work. Okay, so that's why sometimes we have a problem, Kenapa orang balik lambat is because time yang dia ambil untuk compile the report is taking too much of a time. But if you can eliminate that and you can save 3 to 4 hours for you to concentrate on your operation, then you definitely have a competitive advantage. And of course, you'll be more productive. Right? So that's what the Power BI is all about. Okay. Now, let me give you just a scenario here. Okay, ini adalah database daripada kita punya sistem lah for all the staff yang ada dalam kita punya syarikat. Okay, so there we have our position there, we have our department, then we have their salary and also the EPF. Okay, just a simple database. But when I used our Power BI, I could transform this information to this kind of visuals. Okay, this is what we call as visuals, where much information from a different angles can be seen easily. Masa yang kita ambil untuk compile the one that you're seeing right now, I don't think so you can take more than 10 minutes or so to get this done. If you are already used to it already, I think 5 minutes or so is enough for you to compile this very fast. And like what I said earlier, let's say this is the report that you need to send to your HOD on a daily basis. Contoh, you only do it one time. Then after this, Power BI will take over. Kamu dah tak perlu risau pasal report ni lagi dah. Okay, so automated report production tau. Okay, so we can see there's a lot of charts here, a lot of information here. Okay, total salary berapa, ada berapa number of staff. Okay, so these are all the charts that you can see. These are the visuals lah. Later I'll show you how the visual really works. Okay, you'll be very impressed if you have not seen a Power BI before. Nanti kamu try tengok. Nanti tengok saya punya screen You'll be very impressed how it works. Okay, now when I did all this semua ini yang saya buat tadi it is all non-technical. There wasn't any calculation I did. Everything was done for us, for me by Power BI. I just need to select the correct visuals, macam mana saya nak, and that's it. Dia akan auto. Dia pandai. Okay, it's very, very good. You don't need to think too much. The fella will do the thinking for us. Okay, now, like what I said earlier, Power BI is a cloud-based solution. Kalau kita nak, we can complete our report, then publish it to the cloud. All right. So when you publish it to the cloud, then all your people in your organization can whoever you share with lah the report, dia orang boleh tengok report tersebut, and they can also edit the report if you give them the permission. Here it's stated fast and easy access to your data. I will explain to you all later what this means. This is your data source. Your data source data macam mana nak plug, macam mana nak ambil. Alright. Now, second, this is the beauty here. The 360 degrees view of your business. Now, as a business intelligence, tadi saya tengah explain to you, we need to transform our data to a more logical data, right? Okay, so that you can actually have a view how your data is actually how's the trend of your data. That is very important for everybody in this industry. Like kita nak tengok dia punya trend, whether we're going downwards, upwards, are we doing good? Is our profit margin is good with our COGS? Okay, so all this is actually very important. So you can actually view the data can be viewed in 360 degrees by using Power BI. You just name it. Kamu nak tengok daripada angle mana? Satu angle pun tak akan terlepas because it covers 360 degrees very easily, and it's just a click of a button. Okay, that's the impressive part tau. Sebab this Power BI apps is actually free. Kita boleh download daripada internet. Okay, everybody can download, no problem. Okay, it's free. Only if you want to go and get some additional features, then you just buy the license lah. Okay, the license costs you about $10 per user per license. Okay, but from my experience, a lot of companies are still using the free versions lah. Okay, so dia ada dia punya advantages kalau kamu ambil dia punya license. If you do not want to use the license, also no problem. Just use it as free basis. Alright. And also this is something I would like to share also. Siapa yang selalu buat let's say your PowerPoint presentation, okay, you can actually there is a features where you can integrate with your PowerPoint, your Power BI punya visuals yang saya tunjukkan tadi. You can actually integrate with your PowerPoint, so your visual will automatically will be appended atau embedded into your PowerPoint punya slide. All right, then you can actually see it from there. Now later I'll show you the advantages of the visuals can. Then you think about your presentation, how well your presentation is going to be. So anybody who's doing presentation in your PowerPoint, you will just love the visuals nanti. Okay, you just hold on and just have a look later. Okay, so this one, of course, data discovery. Okay, this is what I meant earlier. Now, insights from any device, bermaksud kita boleh tengok kita punya report since it's a cloud solution. If you want to put it in the cloud solution, go ahead. Then you can see it in any devices. Then of course you can collaborate across your organization. Like what I just said earlier, kita boleh share with our colleagues lah kalau kita nak. Then also we can also choose who do you want to visualize the data. That means you give them the permission to edit kalau nak lah. Okay, now the best part of this, apa file format yang dia boleh support. Beautiful. Just listen ah. Dia boleh support online punya data. Any web pages can be supported. For example, GitHub. GitHub, when you go to GitHub, like your COVID, kita punya COVID punya data semua ada dalam GitHub Okay, daripada tahun, I think about the past 4 years punya data ada dalam GitHub. So you want to do an analysis, how's your progress of the COVID daripada COVID-19 daripada dulu sampai sekarang, sampai hari ini, go to the GitHub. You can do a trend analysis. How was the COVID punya growth? Okay, how it reduced. Even then right now kalau kita nak buat a simple what I said analysis, which age group is actually contributing highest for the COVID, no problem, everything is there, and you can get it directly from the website. Now the best part, Power BI, dia punya data source, it is dynamic, meaning like what I contoh like COVID-19, selalu kan kita ada dia punya perkembangan dia, okay, dia punya statistics selalu ada baru, kan. So, if the website GitHub ada data baru yang masuk, your Power BI will capture the data. When you refresh it, it auto captures. And remember, your data source is from the website. Another website I can talk about is just say Bank Negara Malaysia. I'm very sure some of you all are here. We always have to go back to your Bank Negara Malaysia punya exchange rate and go and update it. What if I tell you you don't need to do that anymore? Power BI will go and capture the latest exchange rate on a daily basis. You refresh aja, dia akan capture what is the latest one. Okay, so today is for 24th, tomorrow is going to be 25th. Kalau dia akan automatically capture 25 hari plan exchange rate itu apa. Ada cara dia. And it's not very tough. It's easy. You just need to follow the training methodology and you will definitely achieve what you are looking for. Second is your on-premises data. That means our server lah. Okay, so that's why I already explained to you all. Okay, this is contact packs. Okay, yang ini is it's for the license one. We can leave it first. Okay, for the companies, whoever is from the IT department here today, if you are using Azure services, you also can get your data directly from there. Kepada siapa yang tak tahu apa maksud Azure services, it's actually a Microsoft punya services. Okay, ada banyak services for that. One of the services is to use server lah, online server. Okay, diorang ada server dekat online base. So kita boleh gunakan diorang punya server. So you can actually take data directly from there. Okay, if you want to. Then of course the famous one, your Excel files lah. If you have your Excel file pun, no problem. You can use that as your data source. Tak ada hal. And also it's not limited for Excel also. You can name me any data format, any file format yang kamu nak tanya saya pun boleh. I will tell you can use Power BI. Sebab dia like what I said, they support website, they support Excel, they support text file, they support CSV, they support PDF. Okay, even PDF they support. Now, recent one, they support directly from Google Sheet. Beautiful. Siapa yang menggunakan Google Sheet now, you don't need to worry. Those days kena buat ada U-turn sikit lah yang buat kalau kita dah ambil data daripada G Sheet. Tapi sekarang there is a data source from G Sheet already. So if you have a G Sheet, if your company is doing a G Sheet, perfect, no problem. Tarik data daripada gunakan G Sheet. The option is there already. Alright. Then the last one there is Power BI desktop. So this Power BI desktop files meaning kamu boleh email your desktop file to others lah. Okay, that means your visuals atau your chart yang kamu dah buat tu, kalau kamu nak email kepada orang lain, can, because dia akan save as a file. Like same like your Excel lah. Bila kamu dah buat a report, you save it as a file, right? That file you akan email kepada your colleague, right? It's the same thing. Kalau kamu dah buat satu kerja dalam your in your Power BI, you want to email it to your colleague, go ahead. You just go and email the file. That's all. Okay, now before I show it to you, let me explain to you the capabilities of Power BI, which is very important for you all to know. Okay, now give you a scenario here. Let's say, katakanlah kita daripada finance. kita ada January up to December punya sheet. And sheet yang ke-13 kita akan ada the consolidation punya data. That means all the data yang kita campur daripada January up to December maybe. So you have to do it manually kan. Kita copy and paste atau kita sum satu persatu, or you group the sheet and sum it up. You will have a lot of ways lah. Tapi all the ways that you can think of takes time. What if I tell you, I click one button, all your data from all your 12 sheets is combined into one within a single click of a button? You can do that. Dia boleh combine data from multiple sheets. Very easy. Tutup mata pun boleh buat benda. Now, it is not limited for that also. Now, imagine if you have about 20 files of your Excel. And dalam 20 files tu ada 10 sheet lah. Let's say setiap Excel file tu ada 10 sheet. And tiba-tiba your HOD cakap, can you just consolidate all the data from all these 20 files and send me a report? I'm telling you, I don't think so you can finish it in a day because it is too complex. You can copy and paste lah. You can copy and paste, but it's going to take you a lot of time. I don't think so one day is enough. And tendency to make a mistake is always there because we are human beings, right? Imagine 20 times 10 sheets. That's about 200 data source. Okay, there's going to be a lot of work. But you can actually do that with your Power BI with a single click of a button. Dia akan ambil data daripada multiple Excel files from all the sheets and give you the result. Okay. And the best part, in the scenario I just explained to you, you no need to open the files, you know. The 20 file tu kamu tak payah buka. Power BI dia akan buat dekat background. You just enjoy the end product. Yang ketiga, what if data from multiple sheets from multiple files also can? Okay, the earlier one, the second one, what I was telling you is from multiple Excel file lah. Okay, kalau kita ada 50 Excel file pun tak ada hal. And you have only one sheet from that. Also can. Or you have multiple sheets also can. No problem. Now, if you want to, okay, how about this? How do you want to combine data from multiple file formats? Let's say somebody send you a file. You ada dekat 10 branch lah. Satu branch hantar kita CSV format. Satu lagi dia hantar TXT format. Sebab dia punya file size besar sangat, so dia save as TXT. Lagi satu dia save sebagai Microsoft binary punya file. Lagi satu dia save sebagai PDF file. You have multiple file formats. Now, if I ask you, can you combine the data from all? How we going to do it? We going to do it one by one. Correct? Kita kena import semua data dalam Excel. Lepas tu kita copy and paste semua kepada satu data source. A lot of time is going to take. But what if I tell you, Power BI tak hal punya. Dia akan import the data and give you the end result already. And your file format retain. Dia tak akan buat import semua. Dia akan just tahu macam mana nak baca data, dia akan and bring it inside. Beautifully it's done. No sweat. You can actually finish this work by few minutes. Alright, by few minutes rather than few hours. Okay, so we can actually do that. Now, merging data from multiple files. Let's say you're doing a VLOOKUP. Okay, when we say the word merging in merge in Power BI, it's just think about VLOOKUP lah. Okay, you can just imagine about VLOOKUP how it works. Okay, so when you do merging data from multiple files, it's not going to be easy kalau kita gunakan the Excel file. Okay, multiple files now. Okay, it's not going to be easy. But if I tell you Power BI can merge with, let's say kamu ada 10 file yang kamu kena nak merge. Kalau gunakan Excel, it's going to be very, very difficult. You mean you are going to merge. Kamu kena mergekan multiple files lah. Dekat 10 file kamu kena mergekan. If I tell you that you can actually do all the 10 file merging within 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or maybe maximum 5 minutes, will you believe me? Definitely you have to believe me because definitely can happen. The merging part here is very simple. Okay, just follow the trick, just follow the method, and your merging is done. Okay. Well, can you do a VLOOKUP menggunakan multiple file formats? Definitely cannot. Tapi Power BI can. Dia boleh merge, dia tak kisah. Now, whatever that I'm explaining to you right now, dia punya, jangan tukar your SOP that currently you all are practicing. Okay, for example, I just said you all got multiple branch kan. You no need to tell them, okay, selepas hari ini, okay, saya nak semua hantar TXT format. tak payah. You let them do whatever they have been doing all this while. You maintain that because the changes you can do it inside Power BI. So you are not going to distract any operation side, any operation or any reporting side. We can all do that in Power BI. So we can control it. Okay, very easy. We can control it. Okay, yang seterusnya is cleaning report structure. Okay, this is what I was explaining to you all earlier. Some of the reports that we have, it's very untidy bila kita download. Okay, especially like our general ledger, our A3 reports lah. Normally, if you just say you got an A3 report, then you can see there's a lot of blank columns, blank this one, then your total is everywhere. Okay, then it's not so nice. Okay, but Power BI can settle that for you and give you a beautiful report. Then, of course, in Power BI, you also can do a calculations. Okay, kalau kamu kena buat any calculations, can do. So you are going to enjoy the end product only. No interference in between. Okay, all right. So, like what I said, Power BI, you also can upload it into your cloud and you can experience through the through your phone or through your tab. Okay, so if you want to do it this way, let's say your boss is only concerned about what is the total sales. Let's say you are in a in a retail business, okay, and you have a boutique in one of the shopping complex. Lepas tu kamu nak tengok, okay, today what are the sales I have done, how many products I went out. Those are the things that will be your concern, right? You can actually create a simple one like this. So your boss just need to refresh and just see, okay, what is the sales I made today? Okay, berapa produk, apa produk yang dah dibeli untuk hari ni pun I can see, no problem. What is the balance, stock balance I have in my in my warehouse? Also can. If you want to do that, can, no problem. Semua boleh dilakukan. Or you want to do this way with some visuals, also can. Or with some pictures, also can. So many things that you can do. Okay, so during the class, we'll be focusing more on Power BI desktop. All right, so I will teach you all later how to do the installation. Then also, you can also experience to the mobile. Okay, so kalau kamu ada whatever platform lah, the fella, even you have a Windows 10 platform, okay, Windows platform also can, the fella will have it in the store. So you just need to go there and download it. It's free of charge. Both this application, the desktop application and the mobile application is free of charge. Okay, all right. Now, let me give you an insight. How does the Power BI look? All right, how the Power BI looks. Now, I have a data here. Ini yang data yang saya tunjukkan tadi. Okay, so the name, the position, department, salary, and the EPF. Okay, a simple data for now. What I did is, this is Power BI, guys. If you have not seen a Power BI before, this is how a Power BI will look like. Don't get too setback kalau kamu tengok anything new on top. They are very easy to understand. You just need to know what it does. Once you get to know, ini aja ke, you'll understand it. For the trading part, yeah, the methodology is going to be the same again and again and again. The challenges part is two challenges dalam Power BI because it's new for us kan. One, macam mana nak buat dia punya carta and edit dia punya carta because they are totally different compared to Microsoft Excel. That's the first one. Okay, like for example, even the title of this, even the Paxi Y, Paxi X, or the title of the axis. Okay, ini semua kita kalau dalam Excel, kita double click pun boleh, kita boleh delete immediately. But in Power BI, it doesn't work that way. You need to understand how to edit your chart in a different way. For example, if this chart, there are certain ways how you're supposed to edit. Okay, so itu yang kita akan belajar pada masa kelas nanti. Now, the second part is, how do you bring your data into Power BI? That is the second thing that we're going to learn. Okay, so when we import the data, how do we import the data? How can we cleanse the data? So that in future, this report, let's say you have an Excel file untuk bulan January, okay, so lepas tu kita dah massage dia, kita dah cantikkan dia. So untuk bulan February punya raw file when it comes in, dia pun kena transform kan, dia pun kena buat massaging kan. Tapi like what I said earlier, the massaging is going to be done by Power BI. Now, how Power BI can do that automatically, That's what we're going to learn as well in our training time. Okay. And don't worry, guys, whatever I'm explaining to you all here, it is non-technical. Anybody can come and go for it. Okay, it is not going to be very difficult at all. Just follow the method, you're going to get it. All right, now let me explain to you here. All this I actually got it from the data source I just showed you. We have the total salary here. We have the total number of staff here. So dekat sini kita ada dia punya matrix lah. Okay, berapa clerk yang ada dalam setiap jabatan, how many executives are there, how many managers are there. So all the information. This is what I did. This is where your visuals all will stand. Okay, so ini adalah visuals atau carta-carta yang ada dalam Power BI. But I did mention to you all earlier that the way the charts or visuals will work in this Power BI is totally different than normal Excel. Okay, so don't worry about all this. Masa kelas nanti kita akan belajar, right? Just concentrate dia punya output. So at least you know whether this is going to benefit us. You see, so these are the charts, few of the charts that I've done. And here is an option for us to select. All this is actually selection from the visuals. Semua yang ada dekat depan ni, yang dekat canvas ni, is actually selection from the visuals I just showed you. Everything is here. Nothing is technical done. So if I want to have a look, okay, let me have a look at admin. All right, I look at the admin. So I just need to click the admin button. So the charts, the total salary, the number of staff, and the jadual dekat bawah ni, semuanya akan berubah mengikut selection yang kita buat. If I select HR, and now it gives me the HR. Okay, there are 5 staff in HR. Let me put accounts sekarang. So these are the accounts. Okay, so accounts punya charta ada kat sini, account punya details ada kat sini, account punya costing ada kat sini. Ada berapa staff and what is the total salary we are paying. Another thing, let's say if I select a clerk here, you see this one is this one how they integrate. You see when I select the clerk dekat charta ni, do you notice everything changes, including your details, everything here? If I select manager, so this is the manager. So warehouse, account, admin. So these are the managers. The chart changes. This chart changes. There are 5 managers in our company with a total salary of 18,400. And who are they? They are from the account department, admin department, warehouse department. They talk to each other. This is what we call it as interactive. The charts in Power BI, they talk to each other. So bila kamu select salah satu of the chart elements, semua carta-carta lain, including all the summary, will follow. And this is done automatically. You don't need to do any configuration. Cantik. All right, everything is done automatically for us. Okay, and like what I said, the data format that it supports, right? Let me just show it to you. You will be very impressed with the data formats. There's a lot of data format. If you have your SAP system pun tak ada hal, Salesforce tak ada hal, you can actually gunakan that sort of data. All right, you can see there's a lot of file, text ada, XML ada. Okay, so if you do a web, okay, you get data from there. Even JSON pun ada, even folder level pun ada. The folder level, I will explain to you shortly. Like what I said earlier, let's say kalau kita ada, I always, every month I need to do a report lah. Okay, so I have January, February, March, April, May. Every month I need to download. And I want the accumulated data to be updated automatically. I will show you how it works shortly. Alright? Tengok dekat sini. PDF file pun boleh. Tak ada hal. SharePoint, no problem. SQL Server database, this one you need your IT help lah, no problem. Access database, anything to do with database you need your IT help, no problem. Oracle pun ada, then IBM pun ada, MySQL pun ada, MySQL database pun boleh, okay. Then there's a lot of databases support, SAP pun they support. Now, what I want to show you here is, you see a lot of Azure is here, okay. And saya nak tunjukkan dekat sini Google Analytics, siapa yang banyak gunakan for advertising ke marketing ke, kalau kamu nak Google Analytics you can get it from here. Salesforce also can, GitHub pun boleh, and we have here lah all the smart sheet pun ada. All this is online Excel lah. Then web pun ada. Remember the BSN, BNM punya data web page semua. Okay, then the best part here, ini yang baru dia orang masukkan Google Sheets. Very nice. Okay, imagine Google Sheet is free. If you're using the free version, Google Sheet is free. Power BI is free, and you are getting an excellent application for your reporting. Canggih punya reporting. Okay, so there's a lot of format that it actually supports. Okay, so this is how it works lah. Now let me show you. This is a solution based on a single file. Okay, satu file saja, satu source lah. Now I'm going to show you a scenario. I close this first. Okay, I'm going to show you a scenario. What happens if I have like this? I have January. Okay, just focus here for a while. Okay, this is very very good. Remember, I said kita kena remove all the unwanted things and all that, right? Okay, I'm going to explain to you here with a simple example. All right, this is my monthly report that I have to download. All right, so here notice the layout. So this is for the January, and there is a blank row. So normally during our reporting, kita hanya perlukan this area, correct? We do not need the other area. Do notice there is a blank column dekat sini pun. Okay, so many things. Now another thing, dalam saya punya company punya system, this particular column, you can see the country product. They supposed to be separated into two different column. Tapi saya punya raw file, dia maintain dalam satu column. So every time I download this report, the country product is going to be sitting on the same column. That's going to be an issue. Sebab I need to do my visual mengikut country and also product. Tapi dia masing-masing duduk dalam column yang sama. So I have one issue there. Second issue here, the salesman here, my in-house system, dia masukkan salutation atau title. So tengok Mr. ada M dekat depan, Doctor ada D dekat depan. So when I sort my data, it's not going to be good, right? So I need to ensure that I remove all the salutation in my end product nanti. Okay, but remember, February when you download the report, the same scenario you're going to face, correct? Okay. So I also can do a calculation, but I just leave it first. Okay. So now what I have done is saya memang sudah massagkan dia. Okay, I've already done my Power BI. Okay, so this is my report. Okay, just give it a while. Normally dia akan ambil masa sikit. By the way, Power BI dia akan ambil what is it? Dia akan ambil masa untuk what is it? Masa untuk buka sebab dia ambil resources yang banyak. So I would advise you don't what is it? Don't open too many application when you are doing this. Okay, when you are working with Power BI, I will advise you to close unnecessary files. Okay, jangan buka banyak files. Okay, just give me a while for it to open. Okay. Alright, so this is the file yang saya dah buat untuk bulan January. Okay, so every time my file comes in, I always dedicate one special folder. So this is the folder the Power BI will always go and check. Kalau ada file baru yang masuk, dia akan buat dia punya processing. So I've already done for the month of January all this data. Okay, then February comes. Okay, then the following month comes. I have the data all here. February, March. Now you just watch. I'm going to put everything into one folder now. They are all the same. Let's say for the month of February. Let me show it to you. Okay, ini February punya. Okay, same data structure. Sebab remember normally our reporting in our companies, the structure is going to be the same all again and again, right? Okay. So dalam structure ni sama saja macam tadi. So for all the months sama je lah. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this. Okay, let's assume every month saya akan masukkan dalam folder ni lah. Okay, so I'm giving you an experience how if you multi-file is actually brought inside this folder. You know what I need to do? Tak payahlah saya buat satu persatu. You already saw, right? I just need to come and refresh here. You know, there's a refresh option here. Lepas tu tunggu kejap. You saw it changed. Now, what you are seeing right now is the data that has been daripada January, February, March, April, May, June sampai bulan June. It's already there. The fella have already splitted the column. Remember the problem I was explaining to you all? The column dia orang sudah split. Dia orang sudah remove the title semua. Okay, the salutation pun dia akan remove. Alright, so everything is removed. So if you want to see for the month for France or for Germany, you go ahead. You just click. Or you want to see by February, March, April, May. That's it. You know what was my work? I just copy and pasted or download the original report, campakkan dalam that particular folder, and your job is done. All right. So such a lovely application, guys. So many things you can do. Okay, banyak benda yang kita boleh buat. This is actually just the basic part only. Okay, for me, I would just consider this as a basic part because there are so many other things you can do. Every time during my class, there will always be a new scenarios punya. So that's the fun part because um, setiap jabatan, setiap company ada dia orang punya SOP untuk buat dia punya what is it? Dia orang punya visuals kan, okay, atau dia punya report. Alright, so we always learn new things one. Okay, so during the class, we will be able to share. Normally during the class, kan, I will give some time allocation for you all to practice based on your own data. Okay, it's like a case study lah. So you learn a lot. Based on my experience, a lot of companies who attended, they gain a lot lah from there. So, but at least they know what to do after that. Rather than just after my training only, they also will experience it with your own data. So I will encourage you to bring your own data also as well. Okay, let it be in your web also doesn't matter. If you think you can get your access to directly from the web, go ahead. During the class, you try it out. Sure, it'll happen one. Okay, I'll show it to you how it can be done if you're not so sure how to do it during the class 90. Okay, guys. So this is what the whole Excel is about. Now I'm going to give you a glimpse. Just now I did mention to you that there are two parts that is inside Power BI. Satu is on the visual side. Okay, ini visual. Lagi satu is the data side. Now the data side here is actually managed by a tool called Power Query. Okay, Power Query. Now let me show you how a Power Query looks like. Okay, I'm showing you how the data source, how the data source works lah. Don't get don't get shocked to see the layout. Okay, dengan layout maybe it's something new for some of you. But I tell you something. Remember, I just said before I start the class, before the start the webinar, so I did mention to you, whenever the Microsoft save the word power, Power Query lah, Power BI lah, Power Pivot, okay, anything to do with the word power, meaning it's quite easy to use. We just need to know how to use it. Same goes to Power Query. Okay, if you know how to use your Power Query, you will fall in love with Power Query. Sebab Power Query bukan saja ada dalam Power BI. In fact, in your Microsoft Excel also you got Power Query. Okay, I'm not so sure how many of you realized it before, but there is also a Power Query in your Microsoft Excel. So not only in your Power BI you can utilize your Power Query. Kita akan belajar Power Query also during our Power BI punya class. But in your Excel, let's say you're doing a normal report in your Excel, if you want to automate it, can you can automate your Excel file punya reporting within seconds as well. All right, you can apply whatever we are learning in Power BI pun ada. We have two sets of training also. We have Power Query pun ada, Power BI pun ada. But in Power BI, we have both also lah. Okay. In Power Query, of course, we have more scenarios when you come for the Power Query class. So during the Power BI, we have the Power BI. We focus more on the Power BI punya settings dengan dia punya integration dengan Power Query lah. All right. So you can decide, or you want to join both also. It will be very good because the scenarios all there's a lot of scenarios in Power Query that you can actually utilize. Okay, guys, like what I said again, they are much if my understanding from my perspective, Power Query is much easier than the Excel punya formulas. Remember that's now I was explaining to you, kita boleh buat VLOOKUP, kita boleh buat merging dengan 10 file, and all that is actually done inside here. Okay, and also it is all drag and drop punya concept. You won't you don't need to do a very complex formulas dalam Power Query. Tak payahlah. Sebab everything can be done very easily. You will love it. Okay. I think even your kid also will know how to use it also. And also, guys, my personal opinion is um, a lot of companies are opting for these two technology already lah. Sebab they want their staff to focus more on the operation side rather than taking time to do the reporting. So I do a lot of trainings on these two already right now. A lot of companies are already engaging on this already. So if you have not started, please do start. Okay, so don't lose back. Okay, let us be more productive. Okay, guys, I've already completed my preview. Okay, how a Power BI and what the technology really is. Okay, and also what are the elements that is actually comprised in Power BI. So, if you have any questions or you would like me to share more things with you, please let me know. I will explain to you guys. Any question?
Okay, there is one question here from Hasmin Faiz.
How can I get your sample data? Sample data. Actually, wait, I reply to Aisha first. Aisha, you can actually use your own data also. My advice is kalau kamu nak gunakan, let's say you want to do your testing yourself right now, I would suggest you use your own data first because you will understand your data better. All right, then tapi jangan gunakan a lot of data lah. I would suggest you use a less data, maybe about 50 data or 100 data, so that when you want to do a manual check, you can check it easily whether what you're doing is correct or not. All right, but of course during the training, I will be sharing with you all the data, my exercise files in the data. It's going to be 100% hands-on based class. Okay, so during the class you no need to worry. Hamizan, that is a very general question. Sebab apa tahu? Sebab semua orang akan buat reporting kan. Everybody sends a report. So it is not limited to any industry. Every industry can use it. Every industry, no problem. You can be a manufacturer. You can be even a management office, no problem. Because even a management office also we do payments. What? Okay, we have our rentals. We do payment for our salary. We have our costing. We have our budgeting. We have our future punya how for forecasting. Okay, so all that we need to have an analysis, right? So it is not limited. Even though you are in a warehouse, you are doing based on products, also no problem. You can name it like any industry can, no problem. Okay, wait, let me start from the start. NG, during the class, like what I said in the beginning, 1.5 days punya class, I will be using my data, okay, so that we all understand how it works. Then after that, then I will give allocation for you all to use your own case study, your own data. Okay, that's what I was explaining to you earlier. Then that time you can use your own data. Okay, then you will understand the whole thing how it works. KNG untuk chart performance contoh. So, yes, you can do a combo chart. Memang ada dekat sana, Hasmil. We got a combo chart there. Okay, let me just in case if you are, uh, let me show it to you. Okay, combo chart, we have it here. Okay, we have combo chart yang ni. They don't call it as combo chart lah. Okay, they call it as line and clustered column chart atau line and stacked column chart. Okay, so they have the line and also the column. Okay, let me, right. If I have a local studio for this kind of data compared to Power BI, is there any fundamental difference between the two? Um, Zaidi, I assume that you are talking about another product. Okay, I have not studied on this Lucas Studio apps before, so I'm not so sure how it looks like. Okay, so I don't want to tak nak cakap any I'm not so sure if there's going to be any differences on that or not. Like you know why? Because you see last time during the BI technology kan, dulu semua like Crystal Report is actually a BI technology. Okay, it's a business intelligence Crystal Report, but that one is technical. Okay, when I use it, I cannot share it with end users. Sebab that one needs technical knowledge. That one needs some coding knowledge as well. So if you are talking about Looker Studio, I don't know how the Looker Studio is actually using the platform like how Crystal Report was, or is it as end user friendly like Power BI? So Power BI is more end user friendly lah. So tak payah technical knowledge lah. So that's why I do not know how Looker Studio looks like, because ada banyak lagi platform lain yang gunakan BI, but like this Power BI is actually a free platform, a free apps from Microsoft itself lah. So Looker Studio, I'm not so sure, Zaidi. So sorry for that. Okay, what are some useful? Okay, this one from Aziz. What are some useful simple decks for beginners? Okay, there are a lot of decks lah. During the class kan, saya akan tunjukkan decks dan tanpa decks. Okay, what are the difference between decks? Okay, for the one who doesn't know what is the meaning of decks, dia nama dia just canggihkan sajalah. Okay, this it simply means formula. Okay, how to do a formula lah. The deck stand for data analysis expression. Okay, so we will learn how to do the normal sum. Okay, how to do the dividing, how to use the if function. Okay, the if function. Okay, they are the basic functions yang kita boleh gunakan during the class lah. Okay, like the if function, then some of the date function also. If you want to do the aging calculation kan, okay, so that one semua kita akan masukkan dalam kita punya module lah. So if you have like aging, you want to know what are the vehicles yang sudah capai untuk renewal. Let's say you're taking care of your fixed asset lah. Okay, so you want to capture all the vehicles that is actually lagi 1 bulan atau lagi 3 bulan. Let's say you have your foreign workers 3 months prior to the permit expiry. You want Power BI to list for you all the staff who are actually ready for the renewal. Okay, no problem. We can do the aging calculation in your decks. No problem. All right. Then inside Power BI is inside Excel, Microsoft 365. It depends on your license, Nur Aisha. You have to check with your IT your license, because ada bundle license nowadays comes with Power BI. Okay, ada yang terpaksa install yourself. Okay, so you need to check with your license. But you want to check very simple saja. Tengok dekat bahagian bawah ni ada simbol ni. Okay, symbol the chart symbol. Okay, the one I just showed you. Dia macam nampak macam chart kan? Okay, that is your icon lah for your Power BI. Alright. So if your company's this one is bundles up with Power BI, then you have it. Alright. Kalau tidak, kita boleh install separately. No issue. Yes, Emily. The source can be a database, no problem. It can be a SQL database, Access, SAP, IBM, okay, Oracle. Okay, it supports all the databases. No, not a problem. So like if you're from the IT, Emily, then of course when you are doing your source integration, you need to create your own table lah. Okay, you create your own table. All right, the views lah. You create your own views or your own tables. Then you take it from the there lah. Okay, so you know how it works, right? Okay, so for your question, yes, can be linked to your database. That's why in the beginning I just said you can have a real-time data, so you can keep on refreshing. When the new data is updated in your system, your report is updated. So you get 24/7 punya reports. Saya baru download Power BI on my laptop, but it seems like like the data not transform the data. Data not Jefferson. Can you be a bit specific? I'm not so sure. Your question, Jefferson Lancaster. Evan? Yes, Nur Aisyah. Dalam Excel pun ada Power Query, dalam Power BI pun ada Power Query. Okay, like what I said earlier, a lot of the users they don't realize that actually dia ada dalam sana. It's actually inside the data tab. You know the data, the atas tu ke data kan? You can see there get transform data and queries and other connections. These two belongs to Power Query, and it's only available for 2016 and above punya version. Oh, okay, Adam. All right. Oh, it's a part of Google Analytics. Okay, from the Google. Okay, okay, okay. I have not had the time to go and explore that, Zaidi. Okay, thanks, Adam, for the info. Okay, since you all asked, okay, let me just share with you something. Sorry, Nafis, before that. Okay, if you all want to know more of the Power Query, also you can go to the Excel. We also do that trading as well, Power Query as well. Okay, so dia punya these two. Okay, this is what I meant. Ini dua kepunyaan Power Query. Dia takkan tulis the word Power Query that's there, but these two is actually the engine for the Power Query lah inside Microsoft Excel. All right. So if you want to attend for the Power Query class, also go ahead. Okay, because we do Power Query class as well. Will be coming up soon. You can check with the PIC in Chenafis after the class.
Okay, all
Okay,
right. Thank you, Mr. Morgan, for the informative sharing.
no problem.
So, like Mr. Morgan said, it's shown on the screen right now. For those who are interested to learn more about Microsoft Power BI, the session will be on the 20 and 13th of July, and it will be a face-to-face training at Armada Hotel Petaling Jaya. So, if you guys are interested, do contact us, and we will give the detail. Also, we have Power Query on the upcoming August. So, if you are interested, you can also contact us. And these are our upcoming Excel public courses. So for those who are interested to learn more about any of these courses, you can also contact us for more details. Then the important one, and don't forget to fill out the output assessment form provided in the comment section. Do fill up all your contact details accordingly, because e-certificate will be given only to those who have completed the feedback form. And if you missed today's session, you can watch it again on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow our social media platform to get our latest news and updates. With that, see you again tomorrow with a different topic. Thank you and goodbye.
All
Thank
right.
you, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you, Rafiz. Okay, guys. Bye. Take care.
Bye.